Right now on WFAA News at 4 o'clock, a group is claiming responsibility for that Canvas hack that rippled across schools and universities all over the U.S. Also, another jump at the pump. How much gasoline prices have climbed as we head into the weekend, and where you might find the cheapest gas in the state right now. And two people who were on that cruise ship at the center of the Hantavirus outbreak are now back home here in Texas. We'll get an update on that. First, though, we should let you know we've got storm chances in the forecast that could impact your Mother's Day plans. So, senior meteorologist Jesse Hawila is starting us off on this Friday afternoon. Hey, Jess.
Hey, Jason, so there's a live look outside downtown Dallas right now. You can actually see the cloud cover there. We have a little bit of rain in southern Dallas County, and we have a little bit of rain moving through parts of Ellis and Kaufman counties. That's a little bit tonight. That's going to be the end of it for the rest of today. But we have a WFAA weather alert day that's in effect for Mother's Day. I've adjusted the time on this, and this is the main window of opportunity for thunderstorms in North Texas, noon to 6 p.m. Scattered thunderstorms, isolated strong storms are in the forecast, and we could have a couple of severe thunderstorms too, up to quarter-size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. Those are the risks, and some heavy rain as well. That impacts outdoor plans, and a lot of you probably have those. Mother's Day, it's the weekend, so just please keep this in mind. Stay updated on the forecast. Make sure you have backup indoor plans just in case, and make sure you have WFAA Plus downloaded to your TV. Fort Worth right now, 75 and quiet. There are the thunderstorms in southern Dallas County. These are weaker thunderstorms, some heavier downpours. Now, when I say weaker thunderstorms, I don't mean the rain is light. I just mean they're not intense with winds and hail. But we do have some thunder and lightning from Lancaster to Ferris. That's moving toward Kaufman and Terrell. Forney will get a little bit of rain. That's one little cluster of rain starting to drift east of the Metroplex. That'll be it for the rest of tonight. So tonight is a quiet night, except the overnight. So when I say this evening is quiet, it's the overnight where we have an additional round of thunderstorms that could move across the Red River, and some of those could be strong. Looks like as they get into North Texas by about midnight, they'll start to weaken. That's midnight. There's one. By 2 o'clock in the morning, things really fizzle out. I'll talk more about that chance of thunderstorms and the full Mother's Day timeline. It's all coming up.
All right, Jesse, we'll see you again here in just a few minutes. Well, have you had to fill up your gas tank in the past several days? If so, you know what it feels like. Right now, AAA says that gas prices on average across the state of Texas have now gone over the $4 mark. Again, that is the average for regular. It's even higher, of course, depending on exactly where you fill up. Everybody knows where that cheaper station might be. Our news director, by the way, was filling up her car this morning in Plano, and she saw premium gas there where she was hitting $5.39 per gallon. Wild. We checked around and found the city with the lowest gas prices in Texas right now appears to be Amarillo, where a gallon of regular is going for $3.91. Again, cheaper is a relative term. But the highest prices are being reported in Fort Worth and Arlington right now at $4.20 a gallon for regular. Meantime, the national average for a gallon of regular gas saw its first little dip since April, falling 1 penny, now sitting at an average of $4.55. A hacking group has now claimed responsibility for shutting down Canvas, a platform that's used by more than half of the colleges and universities in the country, as well as many school districts. It is back online again, but that hack forced many to postpone or even cancel some of their final exams.
Kind of scary to think about how close we are to the finish line, really, and having to worry about our information getting leaked, about our classes being delayed.
North Texas schools took a hit in this one as well. The University of North Texas and Southern Methodist University reporting issues with their systems on Thursday. School districts like Arlington, Cleburne, Keller, Rockwall, Garland, Allen also seeing issues with their Canvas systems. Our Richard Solomon tells us what happened and what this means now for students.
Well, really, this cyber attack couldn't have happened at a worse time for students. It hit right as many are preparing for final exams, turning in those last-minute assignments before summer vacation, and everything essentially lives on Canvas. In fact, here at SMU, if you had a final today, that's now been pushed back to Sunday because of the attack. Canvas is used for almost everything in schools, from grades to assignments to lecture notes and class communication. Cybersecurity experts say Thursday's hack was linked to the group Shiny Hunters. And according to analysis, the hackers demanded payment and threatened to leak data. But Instructure, Canvas's parent company, has only confirmed the breach and says the investigation is ongoing. Now, experts say the hackers claimed nearly 9,000 schools worldwide were impacted, including several here in North Texas. UNT released a statement about the outage, while districts like Rockwall and Cleburne ISD alerted families about problems accessing the platform. Some schools said there's no indication student data was compromised, while others had to switch to alternative learning methods just to be safe. But here at SMU's journalism division, students weren't just impacted by the cyber attack. They also had to cover the story themselves.
It was kind of jarring in a way as I was logging in, and it would just log me back out, or it would say, I'm sorry, it's under maintenance. And so it was a tad bit stressful because I had to get stuff in there.
We put so much of it online that what's the backup plan in case stuff like this does happen?
And we sat there with students and they were able to pull up Canvas today. It is now working again, but they told us about 95% of everything that they do lives on Canvas. For now at SMU, I'm Richard Solomon. Back to you.
All right, 2 Texans are being monitored for the Hantavirus right now after they came home from that cruise ship at the center of an outbreak right now. Now many are wondering if they should be concerned themselves. The CDC, though, has classified the Hantavirus outbreak as a level 3 emergency response. Basically, that means that the risk to the general public remains low. And health experts continue to stress that the Hantavirus is not easily transmitted from person to person.
What is unique is in typical hantavirus cases, it's called dead-end transmission. Somebody gets hantavirus from deer mice and then they can't spread it to anyone else. But with the Andes strain, it can be spread from human to human transmission.
Doctors also say this virus does not spread as easily as other airborne viruses, and hantavirus is exchanged through very close contact. Treatment, of course, depends on symptoms, but can include something as simple as monitoring cardiac function.